Hey BookTube! I just wanted to share with you guys the audiobooks that I've listened to so far in March. So I'm just going to do a quick little review of each one. So the first one I listened to was The Robber Bride by Margaret Atwood. Like it says on my profile, she's my favorite author, so I was pretty excited to read this. And this is a pretty typical Margaret Atwood book. She does this thing where she kind of reveals what happens near the ending of the book, and then at the beginning, and then slowly reveals how that ending came to be throughout the rest of the book, and it definitely hooks you in. I really liked all the main characters in this book. It's kind of told from the point of view of 3 different friends, and I think you'll find yourself trying to pick which friend you relate to the most while you're reading this, and find out that you relate to each of them on a different level. And I just thought the plot of this was really interesting about the whole frenemy in this, and it got pretty intense. So yeah, I really like this book. I recommend it. So next up is An Abundance of Katherines by John Green. This is my second experience with John Green, and I have to say I wasn't super impressed by this, and I saw the other reviews of this, and this is pretty much his weakest work, according to most people. So, I mean, I didn't hate it, but I was kind of happy when it was over. Just like the 2 main characters, the 2 boys, were pretty annoying, and I felt like it didn't have a very strong plot. But I'm still going to read his other books. I really like The Fault in Our Stars, which was his book that I read before this. So, yeah, if you have any other John Green book recommendations, let me know, and I'll get to those ones next. Okay, so after that was The Timekeeper by Mitch Albom, and I freaking hated this book. This is such dredge. Like, thankfully this book was only 4 hours long. I didn't know this author was the same author that wrote The 5 People You Meet in Heaven, but I didn't read that either, so I don't know, I just picked this up because of the cover, basically. But yeah, I just hated this book. The main characters are so flat, one-dimensional stereotypes, and they're really unlikable. And I mean, the idea that this is based on is interesting enough. It's about the man that created time and how he becomes Father Time, but the way it was executed was just kind of poor, and I don't recommend this one. And the last audiobook was one that I just finished today, called Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro, and I am just in love with this book. I actually watched the movie before I read the book, so I had no idea it was based on a book, but I didn't regret it at all. I still was able to enjoy the book, even though the movie and the book are very, very close. This book left me wanting more. Like, I felt like I didn't get to see enough of this universe where these people exist that are cloned to have their organs harvested. We didn't really know why that was happening, and I just really just wanted to know more about the characters' lives, in kind of a good way. So yeah, I really recommend this book, and the movie also is really good. And then lastly is An Apple for the Creature. I actually didn't read this entire book. I've only read, excuse me, the Charlaine Harris short story, the Sookie Stackhouse story so far. And it was good. It was like a 25-page story, so there's not too much that I could say about it, but yeah, so let me know if you've read this and you recommend any of the other stories in this collection. So yeah, that's all the books that I've read so far in March, and let me know what you guys thought of those books and if you have any recommendations for me. So yeah, see you guys later. Bye!